Clap your hands, hands, hands all night long. If you're in the mood, do what you wanna do all night long. Welcome back, my beautiful people. If you are not new here, you know this is how we do. I can't sing, but I'm gonna sing just a little bit, just to get us started. What are we back with? We are back with Asylum by Miss B. Love. And I'm so excited to talk about this. As you know, I constantly dip in and out of doing this podcast because although I feel strongly about doing this and I love doing this, there's no motivation right now. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to like quickly just skyrocket to the top, but after like 3 years, and it's kind of like nothing has come from this, you know what I mean? It kind of puts a damp on your spirit. I don't have the integrity of Miss Tabitha Brown where I'm going to keep at this for 20 years, you know what I mean? Until something happens. So where I'm at with it right now is like, if I have the energy, I will sit down in front of my computer, in front of my microphone like I'm doing right now, and I'll talk about a book. So yeah, my uploads, are not going to be as active as I once was. But anyway, enough about that. We're here to talk about Asylum by B. Love. So let's get into it. So Asylum is a married man who, is taking care of his family. And he has devoted his life to his wife and his stepdaughter. And he has safe houses, all around the city of Memphis to help people who feel like they can't go to the cops or, don't want to interact with the cops, nothing like that. So it's just like he provides safe places for people. And I want to make that clear. It's for people, not just for abused people. So it's like if you're on the run or you just need some type of help, that's what these safe houses are. It kind of messes me up. If y'all hear that jingling, it's my bracelet. It messed me up because the way the book starts off, he catches 2 people in the safe house having sex. And it was like, wait, what happened to hello? How are you? My name is, shout out to Sheree. Because I'm just like, wait, we just straight the fucking, and it's like, y'all in a safe house. Y'all ain't got time to be fucking. Y'all got real shit going on. What is happening? So, he separate them. Because I thought he was just going to kick them out. Like, obviously, y'all don't want help. Because that's where I was at with it. I'm like, oh, so they finna get kicked out. Because what is y'all doing? And they do describe how the safe house is set up, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. I read this book like a month ago. So I'm going off vibes and memories. So just fuck with me if you hear. I'm like, the way the place is set up, I don't think they have like privacy like that. So when Asylum got the call that they was having sex, he was like, he couldn't believe it. But they was having sex like out in the open. So they just openly getting it on. Anyway, so we move on from that. So I think after that, he went home and he finds a letter from his wife talking about, I'm leaving, don't try to look for me. I know you never really loved me in the first place. So I'm finally giving you what you want. Don't come looking for me. And at first, he thought it was a joke. Like, ain't no way she fucking left. And so, his daughter, she's his stepdaughter, but you know how real men do. Like that's my baby. Don't play with me. That's my daughter. She's like, when is mommy coming home? And he has to lie to her for like, it's either a couple days or a week. But, he holds it off as best he could until he had to tell the truth that, mommy just up and left. And I don't know if she's coming back or when she's coming back, And the messed up part about that is the baby's biological father comes to get her. It's like, okay, if she's not there, you not keeping my daughter. And Asylum was like, you want to bet? And this is what I can't stand, ain't shit niggas. You don't want to take care of your child, but you also don't want to see somebody else taking care of your child, which makes no fucking sense. And so while he's dealing with that, then we meet our female main character. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna spell it for y'all. Dauterive. So I'm like, I want to say derivative, but I don't think that's correct. So I'm like, I just called her D throughout the whole book. I'm sorry. And so she's trying to get out of a marriage. I want to say as well, but it's not the same thing. It's like she's done with this marriage and she wants to leave. And her husband is telling her, you know, if I can't have you, nobody can. And, you know, so she's just trying to move on. She done moved back into, no, she was still in her house. And she was telling her parents, you know, this is what's going on, but I'm okay. And, you know, of course, the daddy like, I'll get that nigga up out of here. But she's like, no, I got it. You know, I don't need nothing. I'm good. Baby was at home. Like, things were happening and she knew it was him, but she didn't have proof. Gaslighting at its finest. But it's just like she had no proof of the things that were happening. And even with her trying to accuse him, and it's like he got alibis, and it's like it wasn't him. So what are you talking about? She's at home by herself. This motherfucker set the house on fire. And she know it was him. It couldn't have been nobody else. But I think she had a glass of wine before she went to bed. And so with her having drunk that little bit of wine, the police then try to say because she was drunk and then she can't remember what happened or she doesn't remember anything happening in her drunken stupor, she must have been the one to set her own house on fire. And she knows that's not the case. Her parents also know that's not the case. But so, you know, of course, then she meets Asylum and he offers his assistance, and that's how they come to be together. And when they get together, baby, attraction just shooting everywhere. The vibes are there. It's great. So while they're trying to separately get their lives together, you know, they're coming together. You know, she met the baby girl. They were hanging out together. I don't like to express emotions often. I constantly talk about this. I try to hold them in so deeply. But the space that she created for that little girl made me tear up. And it was just like, because you hear so many stories about quote unquote step parents coming in and just abusing children for no reason, neglecting them, ignoring them, all that type of stuff. And when Dee came in, she created a room for them to hang out together. They had a little reading nook. There was a place for them to do their nails together. I believe there was board games in there. It was just such an inviting space. And then when that fuck nigga came in and he, excuse me, because they went to court about this, I believe. And because Asylum was not her actual, like, not her biological father, and the biological father wanted her, she had to go with him. And she did not want. That's another thing I don't understand. I understand that they're children, but in the best interest, why are we not asking the children where they want to go? Because she did not want to go with that man. It's like, I'll spend a weekend over here or I'll spend a day or two over here. But as far as living with him, I don't want to live with him. And then that nigga had the nerve to have a girlfriend who were her kids. I believe she had her own kids, and I think they had a baby together. That's what it was. And so the lady did hair and all that type of stuff. And, you know, when she was taken away, it was kind of a bad spot for Asylum and Dee because he just lost his baby. So he's feeling away and she's trying to help him through that. And then talking to baby girl on the phone, they abusing her over there. Not like physically, but her clothes are too small. The fucking lady who does hair out of her fucking house ain't doing the baby hair. I'm so mad. Because I'm a contradiction. I'm a walking contradiction. Let me make that very clear. Because I constantly say, fuck them kids. I'm never having kids. I don't like children. Keep them little motherfuckers away from me. I constantly say that and I openly admit that. But I also do not stand for the abuse and neglect of children. I don't know if that makes me a contradiction. That might just make me a basic human being. I don't know. I don't know how to word that, but because I was just like, this little. I think that's what makes me a walking contradiction, because I'm like, oh, this little precious baby, like, how could you do that to them? But at the same time, it's like, when are you having? I don't want that little motherfucker. You know, that's just how I am with it. And so, because what was that? I think, was it D or Asylum? One of them was at Chuck E. Cheese, and they saw baby girl at Chuck E. Cheese, and you know that's how they saw her. Clothes small as hell. She talking about she ain't eating how she used to. You know, she can't do this, she can't do that. Like, basically, he has her over there suffering just so Asylum can't have her and give her the better life that she was already living and used to. And it's just like, oh, I'm gonna stick it to you by taking her and forcing her to live this way. Asylum wasn't going. I'm going to get my baby. Fuck, police gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to be arrested, whatever. But I'm taking my baby. And you know, in the end, like, cause what he definitely had a lawyer, but they were like, you know, we got to do this the right way. We're gonna take pictures. We're gonna get evidence of all the things that they're not doing, so you can get her back. And that's exactly what they did. You know, the neglect and how. And then the girlfriend was like, she really didn't want her there anyway. Like, bitch, don't nobody want to be in this funky ass apartment that y'all squeezing in. Y'all got roaches and shit in this dirty ass motherfucker. Who is you talking to? Trying to act like somebody. Don't nobody want that bum nigga. You taking care of him. And what was that? I believe he offered him some money. And it's just like they blew the money, like he wasn't making smart decisions. It's like, bitch, don't fucking play with me. So anyway, in the end, they all end up being a happy family and getting it all together, and that was it. So yeah, this is actually part of a series. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So Asylum is part 1. I'm gonna do part 2 next, which is Merc's story, which I also love that story as well. It was kind of crazy, but I forgot what happened to the husband. Did he end up in jail? Like, he just kind of ended up going away, I believe. So it was just like he really wasn't a factor in the end. But it's oh damn, how could I forget? Lord have mercy. So he finally gets baby girl back, because I forgot about the fucking wife that left. Because it's just like, bitch, you left. We don't care about you. You go do what you do. I kind of don't ever want to see your face again. So she just pops up one day, thinking she just gonna slide back in. And Asylum is like, wherever the fuck you was at, you can go back there. You ain't never needed a break like you did. Bitch, everybody needs breaks. But the way you went about it, just leaving? No. And she gonna tell him, oh, I knew she was safe with you. Bitch, that ain't the point. How the fuck you just leave your daughter talking about you need a break because you knew he didn't love you? Okay, he don't love you. You also don't love you. Because even... because their story is, I forgot, how could I forget that? I was gonna end the whole episode without doing my fucking job. She lied and told Asylum that baby girl was his, and you know that's how they end up getting married and being together, even though he did not want to be with her. Like, they were just sleeping around. And here she comes with the I'm pregnant story. So him wanting to be a stand-up man, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I am not of the belief that just because there's a baby involved, y'all need to be married. Because if y'all don't like each other and you don't have a solid foundation as far as relationships go, why are y'all bringing a baby into this? Like, y'all don't know each other. You know, it's not a good foundation for a baby. Marriage is not the answer to everything. But he married her anyway, and then come to find out, baby girl was not his, but he stayed anyway. It's like, you know, we gonna stay married, you know, we gonna do this, and we're gonna be a quote-unquote family. We all know how I feel about that. We all know how I feel about that, and I'm just gonna leave that there. So although he stayed, because my case in point, although he stayed, he did not love her. Like, it was very like, I'm gonna do for you, I'm gonna treat you with respect, but that's where I draw the line. Like, we not gonna be together, like, we not together like that. He never cheated, never disrespected her, but y'all are really just in a loveless marriage just to say y'all married, just so baby girl could see two people together, even though she know who her dad was and she would spend time with that man on the side. Like it, I'm putting my hands up in the air. So, so she comes back and she's like, so no, what is it? He told her, you know, you could leave. And she's like, well, give me my daughter. I'll beat your ass right here. That's not what he said. Cause Beloved, she don't do that. Like, all her men very respectful. They don't play like that. I'm saying, me, I'll beat your motherfucking ass. My baby ain't going nowhere. I just had to fight to get her back from that no good motherfucker. No, she ain't going nowhere. So you can go. But of course he lets her see her, like, you know, and the baby got questions like, mommy, where you been? Yeah, bitch, where you been? And she gave her some bullshit, you know, just bullshit. But in the end, like I said, Asylum and Dee end up together. They're getting married, you know, having their own family. Everything works out in the end. They finally got who was really for them instead of people that was bullshitting with them. All right, for real. That's all I got. I hope to see you guys whenever I drop the next episode. If you still come back, if you're still here. I love you so much. Peace and blessings.